Hey guys, Korey here. Likely you've just started CrossFit Rampage and you're a little nervous about coming to class and not knowing exactly how much weight to do. Well, fortunately for you, the coach is going to be there to kind of walk you through it, but I wanted to give you this video and inform you a little bit ahead of time as to how to go about figuring out how much weight to put on the bar when we're doing strength related stuff. So a couple times a week, we will have a lift and some strength work with that lift. So usually you're gonna see something like this. The name of the lift, the number of sets, the number of repetitions, and then either an up arrow, meaning you're gonna increase your weight each time, or maybe it says across, meaning keep the same weight each time. And then some indicator of how often you're doing these sets. So this says every 2 minutes. Now, when we're doing 5 sets or 3 sets or 8 sets, whatever, all of these are what we would consider working sets. Now, a working set is something that feels heavy, it's very challenging, and it's going to cause some sort of change in the body. So if we do a weight on the bar for a back squat that wasn't very hard and you could just easily do it, it's likely not gonna make you stronger or fitter, or it's not gonna change anything, okay? So when we have 5 sets, that means all 5 of those sets should be hard enough so that it causes a change in the body. Oftentimes you'll see where it tells you about where to start. So in this case, let's start around 80%. What does 80% mean? Well, that means if you've tested your 1 rep max, meaning you have found the absolute most weight you can lift for that given exercise, and you know this is your limit. Well, unfortunately, that's only helpful to the people that have been around for a while because they've had chances to test that. But if you haven't, it's all right. Here's something you need to know. We're gonna have plenty of time for you to slowly add weight to the bar before you ever get to your first working set, all right? So we're gonna do 5 working sets of 2. That's gonna look like this. We're going every 2 minutes. So at 0 on the clock, 2, 4, 6, and 8. That's when you would do these work sets. But it's not realistic to go from an empty bar and then just put all your weight on there at once and start your work set. That's also not safe, and it's not gonna feel very good. So we don't have a clue where our work set's gonna be. What we do know is that we're doing 2 reps every time. So let's say the coach gives you 5 minutes. Well, we're now gonna use these 5 minutes to slowly add weight to the bar, doing a couple reps each time to figure out what feels like an appropriate way. So let's say we have 5 minutes here. Always start doing a couple reps with the empty bar. So maybe you just do the bar, and although we're only doing 2 reps, just to kind of get loose, you can do a few more. So let's say we do 5 reps. And then maybe as a guy, you can just throw a pair of 25s on there. So that's gonna be 95 pounds. And then let's say maybe we do 4 reps. Then maybe we're feeling good, throw another pair of 15s on there. That's gonna make it 125 pounds. And let's say you do 3. So the weight is going up, and we're getting closer to the number of reps that we're gonna be doing in our work sets. So now we're starting to add weight, 125. It felt a little hard, but not too bad. So maybe I add another 10 on each side. This makes it 145 pounds, and I do it for 2 reps. So what I now am starting to feel is the weight is getting heavy. So I've got this 5-minute window to do all these lifts, so I don't have to squeeze it in really, really fast, right? That's only 4 sets. I could do 1 every minute and a half and be okay. So I've done my 145, maybe I say, I think I can start at 165. Cool. We then wait until the coach organizes the entire class, and then we start our first work set as a group. You chose 165 pounds. You do your set. Your next set is not until the 2-minute mark. So now you just ask yourself, okay, how much weight can I add and still be able to go up a few times after that? So that's up to you. Some people in the gym, you will see adding 30 pounds per time. Some, maybe only 5. So let's say we're playing it safe. You could go 1, 170, 175, 180, 185. And we could take this a bunch of different ways. You could have added 10 pounds every time. Or maybe you added up to 175 and you were like, that's plenty. Then maybe we just keep 175, okay? So it's just a big guessing game to figure out what are you capable of, what's gonna be challenging to do those 2 reps every time, and can we build up in weight? Since you have the opportunity to increase weight, that's gonna be a lot better for the beginner, because now we're not stuck using the same weight. We can actually play around and see where our true potential lies. So anytime we do something like this, it's gonna be your responsibility to remember what was your top weight, so then going forward, if you see the same exercise again, you can have a better understanding of where should I start. Because then you'll know, if I can do 175, I can better structure my warm-up to start closer to an appropriate weight. Guys, I hope this helps. Now don't worry if it seems like a lot and you're still a little confused. When this happens in the class, there will be a coach there to help you out. If you're super lost, just ask them, say, where should I start? And likely their response is going to be, go do the bar a few times and then put a pair of 10s or 15s on there and then slowly build up from that. Cool? All right, guys, I'm Korey with CrossFit Rampage. We'll see you out in the gym.